And now, for the exciting conclusion of Murder Incorporated. So, last we left off, you guys were still in the Temple of Timora. You guys had just been resurrected.
Except Animal.
Anova did not come back.
And except the two people who actually didn't die.
Well, one of them ran off and the other's leaving.
Well, no. I'm there.
I'm not going anywhere.
We're all at the same place, but we weren't all resurrected because some of us weren't dead yet.
Right.
Anyway.
Sorry, nitpicking, but
Nitpicking is
I thought
important.
thought we'd moved over to the next day. We had a funeral for Anova and things.
Oh no, we're not rushing this.
Okay.
So, should we go and, I don't know, bury Animal? Deep silence.
I didn't understand
Well,
what you said.
Okay. I was just wondering if we should go and bury Animal.
I agree. I think we should.
Yeah.
I mean,
I suggest that we rest for a few days before we do it. I really feel weak.
Well, the problem with that is I do intend to leave rather soon, and I believe the longer I wait, knowing our luck, the more danger is going to come our way.
Yeah.
So I think,
Personally,
I feel like we should do this soon.
Also, Lucan, have you ever tried to carry a body that has been dead for multiple days? It's not fun.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Well, I'm certain that there must be someone who can do gentle repose.
Okay, so you guys leave the temple, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
Saloon walks back to Elminster's tower, except not, because as you guys are leaving the temple, you can see that the bridge that crosses the river Ashaba is currently a smoking crater. The water underneath the actual where the bridge used to be is on fire.
Water is on fire.
I think that might be another present left by our friends, the halflings.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Or the other friends who gifted us a fireball.
Then they would have to go into the city and risk entering into combat with Elminster.
I'm not sure they even know he's here.
Not sure if they even know he exists.
You can see on the other side of the river there are town guards looking over the rubble.
Well, this definitely wasn't me. I don't know. I don't even know how you can set water on fire. Although I have read of some potion that...
It's not that the water is on fire, it's that it's the stuff in the water that's just continuing to burn.
Can be try to swim from the other side, because the river flows in one direction, so obviously the burning debris will also flow in that direction, so just go to the other direction, try to swim over.
Well, it's a stone bridge, and what's burning is whatever caused the explosion, basically.
Oh.
There is a sizable hole in the bridge. I wouldn't suggest stepping on it, but...
Well, first of all, let's get this fire out. Cast control flames over and over to try and put all the fire out. One piece after the other.
You're able to put out some of the periphery fires, but the main hunk of whatever is burning pretty hot, and it's a little bigger than a 5-foot cube.
Well,
I'm looking at the fire. Does it look like it's burning from something that's been put there, or is it fueled by magic?
It looks like something's burning.
We can
Can
try to.
Gregor go
Burning
outside
pretty hot.
and sort
How about if rain falls a 30-foot cube?
Yeah, just like kind of floods the entire area with water.
Like Lord of the Rings style wave goes down the river and takes the fire with it.
Yeah, it's not quite enough water.
Also, if we could also try if there's something is burning, we could if our wizard has this thing called telekinesis or mage hand.
I have Mage Hand, but Mage Hand is pretty weak.
You could
Can
try.
Gregor go around the side of the bridge to see and investigate what is actually on fire and see what it is, or the remains of it, at least?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
I try to move the stuff with Mage Hand, although I guess it's not going to have any effect.
Yeah, you go down around the embankment, and there is half a horse and a partial wagon wheel.
Well, poop.
So it looks like someone was shipping something into the town and it got blown up.
That is a pretty astute observation.
Are there any other corpses other than the horse, or does it look like whoever it was bailed on the bridge and then blew it up?
No, there doesn't appear to be any corpses.
And Gregor's going to return
But
to the
who
others.
would transport something so dangerous?
Well, do you remember that weapon we found from the rat men? The wand thing.
Yeah, that weird wand.
Could I try and determine whether or not they use similar components? Because I assume that when we were shot at, that we saw it spark and things. So
Although,
Another
of course, we
investigation
have
check, please.
Hakak, who is doing something similar. He's also putting stuff together that goes boom.
That's true, but it does it contained.
There's a similar smell in the air.
I do believe that the weapon that we received from the rat men and this explosion are along the same lines of, well, magic, I suppose. Should we take this to someone higher, maybe Elminster?
I don't know if we can take anything from here. At the moment, the bridge is on fire.
It's not what I
Well,
meant,
I'm
but
not
you are
sure
very
if it's
observant.
magic. Maybe it's alchemy.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. I think it was some kind of powder or something.
Yeah, it seems like a substance of a kind.
On the other hand, there is also transmutation. That might be something magically produced.
Regardless, I think we should speak to someone, maybe, so we're not just keeping it to ourselves. If this is indeed the work of the rat men, then we will have a large force on our tail soon enough.
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
Although they are
so
not really smart.
are you guys gonna just ford the river? It's a fordable river.
Well, I guess I'm just going to fly over it.
Look at you, Mr. Fancy.
Yeah. I love that spell. It's so great.
Well, am I able to pass it?
Yeah, you can ford it on your mount.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
Gregor follows closely behind Lucan.
Okay, who's stabling
Alright.
the horses?
Got my mount there. Well, I guess then I'll not
I
do that and instead ride my mount over. Because I don't want to leave him behind.
I mean,
Yeah, how many horses are left? Because I know half of them got incinerated when we did.
3.
I think it was 3, but then Magmir was like, nope, nope, nope.
Well, yeah, technically it was 4.
Yeah.
Because Lucan's horse comes back.
Well, it's an elk, but
Anyway, who's stabling the horses?
Well, Bachar is his own.
can
Animal
you
handling,
fly?
I guess.
Can't you just be like a horse? You fly.
I could, but then I couldn't fly.
But you could ride your flying horse.
Yeah.
I think let's focus on what we're doing on the other side of the river.
Also, if
We've
you're
crossed
free,
the river at this
I'm
point,
not going
guys.
to do that.
I know a certain halfling who likes to ride a flying dog.
well,
I wonder
I can,
whatever happened to that halfling. Hopefully good things.
Probably not.
well, I can, if I can still stay and stable the horse.
So what should I do? Animal handling check or?
No, you guys make it back to the keep. It's fairly late into the night, considering that I don't believe Jax or Batar woke up for about 11 hours.
Yeah, I think it was 12 hours.
So we'll say it's about 11:40 p.m.
PM
Well-
is night or noon?
night.
Are we supposed to see the pteranodons?
Well, you were the one stabling the horses, right?
Yep.
As you're stabling the horses, there are some very strange winged things in the stables.
In the stable?
Yeah, they're stabled.
The hell?
Upon entering the hall, you guys immediately see it's fully staffed. There seems to be a lot of people around.
Who's this guy?
Exactly what is going on.
Well, poop.
I believe we've received the rest of our help. I can't recall actually hiring anyone else, though. Anva might have sorted that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know we hired some and I said hello to them, but
We hired 2 while I was present. I don't recall this many people.
I'm not here because I'm hired. I am here to look for an adventure.
Is this the part where I start talking to myself? Is this where my life has gotten to?
hello? Who are you all?
I would.
Oh, well, upon entering, you are immediately greeted by a large troll.
A large troll. Oh. Is that from Corporate Sins?
Well, I put my hands on my weapon.
Yeah, Ben takes out
Who
the
Who are
bow
you and what are you
touches the
doing
mark.
here?
So this troll is about 7 feet tall. He's got a monocle, a nice little bowler cap. He's wearing like a dovetail tuxedo.
Gregor reaches behind him to sort of lower Lucan's, just to motion for Lucan to lower his weapon. He doesn't look hostile, so I believe
Good
we should
evening,
talk.
sirs. I am Master Cromwell, Esquire.
Well met, Mr. Cromwell. I am Gregor, and these are my companions.
I'm
was
Lucan.
I was seeking counsel in the King's Court when we heard of a disaster. And, well, everybody just came down here.
What disaster was that?
Something blew up at the bridge.
And what king?
King Derval, Lord of Shadowdale.
Yeah, yes, we've met him. Can you tell us more about what happened on the bridge? We suffered a disaster of our own. We've only just discovered what happened.
He shrugs. He says, I don't know. A couple crazy guys were carrying something across the bridge and it blew up.
And these crazy men you were speaking of, were they human?
One might have been a human. The other was
Hi, everyone.
other was a tiefling.
Did they go up with the explosion, or did they go?
Oh no, the night captain found them and wrote them down. They're in booking right now, I think. Who are you again?
My name is Yenby.
I'm Gregor Paleskin. I'm one of the marshals.
So I am Tausimor.
He puts out his hand for you to shake it, and he says, I'm Cromwell, Esquire. I was looking for work with the king, but he said I could come here if you guys needed a doorman.
Well, I would talk to Lucan about that. I'm sort of on my way out. Gregor shakes his hand and goes, it's a pleasure to meet you. But, and you said there's lots of people casually around? Is that everyone that we can see on our map, yeah?
Yeah, you can hear quite a few voices coming from the mess hall.
Not sure if people can hear me, but I'm here.
We can.
Yeah, we can hear
Yep.
everybody.
Okay, awesome.
By the way, Toad. My character does not have the dynamic vision set up.
He's blind.
Not really. He has 120 feet dark vision. I'm pretty sure he's not blind.
Well, if he's blind, that doesn't
Yeah,
help
my,
him.
oh no, wait, no, mine has the dynamic lighting, that's good. Gregor's gonna shake Cromwell's hand and turn to Lucan and go, can I leave this with you? I would like to go upstairs and pack my things.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
Also, I received this armor and various things from the smith, and I was wondering if any of you would benefit from it. As much as I'd like it for my own journeys, I feel you would need it more than I.
No, I think you should keep it.
Yeah. You got it. It's your stuff.
When do I
Gregor
arrive
gives
at
him
the
a
keep?
smile and moves to push up his... Gregor gives Lucan a smile and nods and moves to push up his now non-existent glasses because they blew up, and there's a little sigh before going upstairs.
Well, Mr. Cromwell, Esquire, I think we should gather everyone new here so that we could talk to all of them.
I believe the king is holding audience in the mess.
Before I do anything, I want to know, where's my sister Annabelle?
Oh, fuck.
Let's not talk about that.
Your sister Aniva? You don't really look like her.
You don't say.
It's about this point that one of the guards walks in carrying a body draped in a sheet.
Okay. She's going to slowly walk there
Well,
and move the sheet.
I am sorry to tell you that Aniva fell in battle, and we are about to prepare a burial. We did try to recall her from the dead, but for some reason, unlike the rest of us, she did not return. I can only assume that she has found peace with her deity.
Speaking of Anava, do we have a funeral still or not?
I will take care of the arrangements. She will want to go to her home.
Goran burps loudly from his corner of the table.
Let's see, where is he sitting?
At the moment, he's at the very bottom. Want me to move him somewhere else? I'm trying to get Gregor upstairs, though.
Yeah. There's another dwarf sitting diagonally to your right, talking to Hug, and when Doran burps, he burps right back.
Goran chuckles and goes, "That's real dwarven hospitality, that is."
Oh, the accents.
Well, I would like for our hired servants to find everyone and ask them to go to the mess.
I may have a question, or if I'm allowed to ask one, and that is, since I'm pretty much going to join all of you, do I need to stay in my cage or do I get a room? I mean, I don't
Gorin
mind a
gives
cage,
Lucan-
but I'd love a key then.
Gorin looks between Damien and Lucan and gives him a weird look at the mention of a cage.
Well, I don't know if we can trust you truly yet, but I guess we will have to talk about that, all of us.
Well, there's not much to say about trust. I mean, I haven't stolen anything from you yet, except from the book, and that was not the best thing I did. Or is it?
Well, I was planning on joining Greg on his journey, so you can have my tree.
Have
I'll
a tree.
gladly pass on that one.
Okay.
You have my tree. And you have my axe.
I am really sad to hear about you leaving, Yandan.
Yes, this was a this was an interesting experience. I was a bit scared, I must. I I think I'll just go and, I don't know, kill dinos and avoid mimics.
Yenbin, do you stop into the mess to get food?
I think I should. But
Sitting a couple seats down from King Duraval's left, you see one of your old friends. He's a forest gnome named Shigeru.
oh, hello. Hello, Shigeru. So where's the mess? I still have no idea how to navigate in our own home.
Yeah, me neither.
Northeast of your position.
And now even more northeast, or
Hey, what's Knowledge doing here?
Everybody's here.
hello.
I'm not there. I want to be.
Well, you can come in after stabling your horse.
Yeah, I want to, but
Yeah, that was the reason I told our
I can't
servants
come over.
to pick up everyone and tell them to go to the mess hall.
You would go south and then around the building.
Hello. Casimir.
Now I've
Oh.
literally lost my up there. Okay.
Where did everybody? Sorry.
Are you sure I can go over there? Because there's a big line I can't cross. And the bloody map keeps moving around. That's annoying.
Well, I'll be waiting for everyone to get into the mess hall, and then I'll be waiting for the king to say whatever he's going to say.
Gregor will not be joining everyone. He's upstairs packing.
I'm just looking around, seeing the rest of the house. Not trying to steal anything yet. See two guards, and I walk through the door, or towards the door that the guards are standing in front of, trying to get access or not.
Oh, one of the guards. Oh, you mean the doors north of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no
The
one's
one-
stopping you.
Okay, awesome. I just wave friendly, act like I own the place, and walk through the door.
Who is this mouse face?
What the hell is going on here?
I have
And
no
what are
idea. We
you
are gone
doing
for
here,
a few
Galen?
hours, and when we get back, everything is changed.
I'm not completely sure. I mean, all I know is downstairs.
So this little blonde gnome with a fairy sees Yenbin and jumps out of his seat and walks over, and he starts squawking at him out this language that none of you recognize. In fact, only Yenbin and he really speak it north of a certain parallel.
I would say south. Because
Yeah, south of it. Yeah.
I stand at the table, not sure if I'm allowed to sit down, and just wave awkwardly.
Who are you waving to?
Everyone. Just in general.
Well, I will be gesturing with my hat for him to find a seat.
Oh, nod and just see a seat next to the pretty lady, so I sit down next to her.
He's at it again.
So Shigeru comes up to you, Yenbin, and he's like, "Oogie boogie oogie," but what you hear is, "Hail Praetor."
hello? What are you doing here?
He starts sniffing you, and he's like, "You don't smell the same. We feared when we couldn't smell your scent in the world that something horrible had happened."
Yeah, I had to take a bath. Can you believe?
And he like tries to mouth the word, and he's like, "What's that?"
It's this terrible
Sounds
thing where-
horrible.
Yeah, it's just complete torture. You don't want me to even describe you, you will just faint.
So Shigeru's like, "Yeah, the raptor problem's been really bad too.
Oh,
We're actually kind of hoping you'd come back with us."
yeah.
Oh,
so-
and we met these furry mouse people, and they have these sweet boomsticks.
Ooh,
And, well, if we give them some bananas and stuff, they'll give us as many boomsticks as we can carry.
and I'm going to believe that because of your vertical challenge, you're not going to pick those bananas up yourself.
You can already see he has 2 pepper boxes, like, stuck in his belt.
Maybe,
maybe
don't
you
make him
already
angry.
did.
They look like rifles to him now.
Well, friends, I have here another friend, meet Shigeru, and he sounds like he needs some help. They have a raptor problem, and there are some rat people who have. They are apparently having a trade, which I should probably go.
Those of you not standing directly next to Yenbin just hear "oogie boogie oogie," and you see like a little green hat flip over the table.
Gorin is watching the little gnome with just absolute amusement as he's still drinking from his tankard. This is the funniest thing he's ever seen.
You're leaving us as well, Yanman?
Yes.
Well, I
I
wish
guess
you
if your home
good luck,
calls, you have
Yenbin.
to.
Yeah.
I will give you something in the morning. I hope you stay with us until the morning, right?
I asked from Shigeru that are we in how big of a hurry? Toad?
Shigeru says, he shrugs, he's like, "We can leave at any time, really. I mean, we brought 3 riders. We can carry maybe 2 of those boxes of boomsticks. Bring them a couple boxes of bananas back."
Yeah, I can stay till the morning.
Good. And
I take Shigeru and I put Shigeru sitting on the table.
the giant puppy.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know him yet.
Yeah, giant puppy.
Galen. Galen.
Yeah, he's really good at chess.
Yeah, he's really good at chess.
I look up and see a giant dog, and I just pretend like I'm not looking at him, thinking
you
that
are.
I might be tripping or something.
It's sleeping.
But it probably has some kind of gear on him and a notebook and stuff.
So
Actually,
everyone
everyone
else
is
is
just
looking
sort
at
of
the
chatting
dog.
in the main hall and stuff. We're in the mess hall.
Are we not
And
talking about the dog in here?
I mean,
Or-
like,
No,
the
he's an old
atmosphere is
friend.
everyone's just sat around chatting, basically.
he's basically less of a surprise than the other people here.
So the giant dog is a regular?
Yeah,
Well, he's never been here, but
We've seen
met
him before.
it's like that old friend that never comes, but then when he comes, it's not a big deal.
I have to say then, you people are really interesting.
I'm curious
Well,
as to who
we
these
do our
people are
best.
up here. All these question marks.
Those are NPCs Toad couldn't find a name for.
We don't know them yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have names, but that would be quite funny to just. Well, I
Imagine
don't
if
want to
there's-
search a name for it. Then, well, I'm just going to put a question mark.
maybe they are the people we need to talk to get quests.
As everyone is sat around talking, Gorin is going to stand up and slam the bottom of his tankard against the table to make it sort of bang out, so to get everyone's attention. As much as I love to party, I think we were all brought here for a reason. He looks up at the king and goes, "Care to share with us, your majesty?"
I just look up and try to search who your majesty is.
Holy shit, there
He'd
are
be
a
the king.
lot of tables and a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm at by the head table.
Oh,
It's full.
there's another table. I didn't
Yeah,
even
the one
realize.
with the king.
There are 3 freaking tables.
Oh,
I can only see
Oh.
halfway up the room, to be
Wait,
honest. I may bring
wait.
Brendan
Yeah.
back down just so I can
Why
see the whole
is-
room.
why is there a random? I don't know. Whatever. What is that?
That looks
Also,
like a
It's
hamster.
gerbil.
also this
or
one here.
hamster. And these two
That's
ladies that
probably
I'm
the
kind
owner
of
of
hanging
the
out by.
hamster.
As you pass the green-haired one, she hands you a small platter, and on the platter is basically 3 of your favorite cookies.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Motherman lands on the shoulder of the green-haired woman. Just because.
She giggles and she pulls out another small platter.
I'm gonna eat a cookie and ask
But
this
is
red-haired
the
lady
king
who she is.
ignoring the request to hear what is being said?
He probably doesn't even hear it. It's on the other end of the hall.
Gorin is a loud dwarf, believe me.
There are 3 freaking tables plus the space in between there.
So the green-haired girl, she looks at the red-haired girl and she's like, "Oh, that's I believe a witch named Morrowind. Yeah, a wild mage of some kind."
Yes. So who is
Which
this?
is very powerful.
Who is this person?
And she holds out her hand and she says, "I'm Ralta."
Who's this person with a hamster?
I suddenly look around because I'm hearing crickets.
You're hearing
Yeah,
crickets, really?
I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I'm also like, who are these people and why are they here?
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for the king.
Wait, so there's a queen and a king?
Where's a queen?
I don't know. I only heard people say Her Majesty. So I
Your
assume
majesty. Don't mock my accent, boy.
not marking any accent, boy.
So the Tao walks over to the witch, having heard through Malamin what was said. So, a witch, huh? It's not really my style, but it's a really interesting twig of magic. As most are, to be honest. But I couldn't find much about it. Is it true that you almost exclusively use ritual magic?
Honey, I'm not actually a witch. That's just what people call me. I'm more of a wild mage.
See, now I'm just really
Well,
confused.
wild mage, witch.
Small talk, Damien, small talk.
I had the impression that
That
they
I
were
did understand.
almost similar, almost identical in the way they work magic.
The wild
Of course,
mages are
of course, there are
interesting.
also hags, which are also sometimes called witches. That's an entirely different affair.
The king looks up at Goran and he says, I have not called this meeting. I brought my men down here to aid with what had been going on with the bridge.
Then who did call the meeting? Why is everybody here?
Wait, there's a meeting?
Well, there are a lot
No
of people
fucking
that
shit,
usually
tiefling.
wouldn't be here. So I'd call it a meeting, yes.
Casimir raises his hand.
Wait,
I'm-
so I just died, came back from the dead. Still not sure how I did that. Someone's leaving and telling me that I should join you guys, and now I'm invited to a meeting?
We are having the meeting.
Mid-sentence, Goran is going to slide a tankard of ale over to Damien and go, "Talk too much, boy. Just drink."
I look at the ale and nod. Fine, I will, because I probably need it.
I said no talking. Just drink.
I
Believe
grab-
me, it'll make it better.
I'll grab the pint of ale and just start drinking the hell of it.
I'm gonna look at the dwarf and say, my good sir dwarf, I like you. I don't like people that talk much.
I like me too.
Probably wouldn't like me then. And I take another quick sip.
So is there anybody here who knows why so many people are here?
Or are they all just party crashers?
Well, I mean,
No.
there's another 20 guards upstairs, so this place is pretty locked down.
Well, we know why the guards are here. The guards
For
are
the
here
king?
because of the explosion on the bridge.
Yeah, so let's hope someone doesn't wheel anything in here and blow us all up.
That would be unfortunate, yes.
are
I
these people
look at my
charging the king?
backpack, see if I had any boomsticks that were pretty live, and see that I don't. I sigh softly in bliss. Oh, thank God.
So,
So,
anybody know why anybody else is here?
no.
I'm here
Yeah,
because
why
are some of us here? I know the main party's here, but I'm not too sure about, like the new characters, for example.
I am here because I was told to come here. I asked if there's a place where I might find an adventure, and I was told that that Shadowdale has been having some issues. I came here and I saw here was a lot of people going in, and I just slipped with the crowd.
Gregor returns downstairs and walks up behind Lucan and puts a hand on his shoulder, leaning down. Have you found out anything about why we're all here? Or we all
No,
just
I'm
sat around?
still waiting for answers. I asked like 30 minutes ago and there's still been no answer.
Maybe they just want to use our great tables.
I look at Gregor and
Well, I'm going to climb on the table and yell out, "Why are everyone here?"
Gregor
I put
clears his
down
throat
my
and goes,
glass of ale, look
Lucan.
at Gregor, and I'm pretty confused. Wait, didn't you just leave?
I went upstairs to pack. I came back downstairs.
That sounds legit. So you're still leaving then?
As far as I'm aware. Look,
Well,
Lucan... Gregor's going to try and pull him back down.
It's
I
at
look
this
at the
point.
dwarf who just gave me an ale and crook my head. So, is there anything else for me to... is there more of that stuff that you just gave me? I need it.
What were you saying, Toad?
It's at the point when you're trying to pull Lucan back down off the table that a tall, bald-headed man wearing plate armor, encrusted with the symbol of Timora, stands up, and he puts a pretty big two-handed maul on his back, and he walks to the
That
front
guy?
of the room. No, he's up at the front.
Omen.
He looks at Jax. He's like, I see you've heard of me. Yes, I'm Omen Drawn, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. Now, I've recently got a holy vision from the Lady of Luck, and he kisses his little holy symbol, that our services would be needed here. And you hear yelling from the other end of the room. This purple-caped man just says, Jim Winks, and doves fly out of his hands.
What flies out of his hands?
Doves?
What the hell's that?
Dove, like the bird. White dove.
Oh,
Pigeon, maybe?
yeah, pigeon I know.
Like a white pigeon.
Okay. Ah. That's interesting.
Gregor looks quite confused at the sudden doves and then goes, okay. Well, it's
I
good to
look
know
at the
why
doves
you're
and then
here.
look at my ale.
Jack's gonna
what
say
happened?
they better not poop on anything.
Agreed, Jax.
Are those birds real?
But if you're here with
I
your
can't tell.
associates, then is this all to do with the explosion at the bridge, or is there a bigger situation going on?
The king's like, I came for the bridge, and the rest of the people you recognize from town say the same thing.
So
Well, from what I could deduce, it is the work of the Rat Men, as they used similar weaponry against us when we hit them.
even though they have,
They didn't look like rat men. I mean, they're in booking, like one room over.
oh, did you
And I
see?
don't think the red man is smart enough to make such a plan.
Well, they were
And
under someone's
additionally-
leadership.
Why would they want to do that? It's
Yeah,
not in
they-
their interest to spark a war after they made peace.
Well, if they're under the leadership of someone else, as they were before, then they could easily be swayed. Also, the men that blew up the bridge.
It's at this point
Point
that the white-haired Skaven clears his throat. He's like, they are under new leadership, sir.
Oh, there's Skaven.
Gregor turns and looks at him and goes, I assume that would be you then.
He bows his head and he says, Flisker, at your service.
Gregor inclines his head and goes, well, I apologize for my accusations. We've just had a delicate past with the Rat Men previously.
Well, I guess they could say the same about us.
Regardless, it's not wrong for me to say that your weaponry, I believe Yenbin called them boomsticks, operate in a similar way to the explosives that
is more appropriate
destroyed the bridge.
destruction.
I just look at the man who just gave me an ale. Can I have another, please?
Get it yourself, you lazy bugger.
I'm new here. I don't know anything where everything is.
You live here.
I've
you
literally
lazy
never been in
bastard.
town before. I am not a serving boy.
Oh, too bad then.
Well, why
Fine.
don't you try it this year? I found this flask in the cellar. They seem to have a brewery.
I'm not taking that anything anymore.
It's now that little silver-haired gnome, also wearing plate, but the symbol you can't quite recognize. She steps on the table and she's like, I too received a vision from the Lady of Redemption to come and find Elminster.
Is Elminster in the room?
He
Yep.
is, and at the mention of his name, he kind of drunkenly looks up from his glass of whatever he's drinking.
That would be the
Kinda-
guy over there.
Yenben tries to sound as much as alarm clock as possible. Wake up.
And stepping up from the second table, there are two men. They don't appear to be wearing any visible armor, but their clothes are finely woven. And the man with the beard says, "I am knowledge of the Black Dragon flight." And then the blonde-haired guy starts speaking. He says, "I am Stanton of the Bronze Dragon flight. We have both received visions from Holy Bahamut to be here."
Oh, followers of Bahamut.
So
Very
far,
pleased
we've
to
had
meet you.
a lot of holy men and women, all being sent here in response to a vision. What none of you have failed to say is what the vision was.
All
Well,
I
you
fail
know.
to say is give me another damn ale.
Well, you know how visions tend to be, at least from what I've read. I've never actually experienced one myself, but they appear to be quite unclear in most cases.
I look around, see if I can find any bar or something which I can rate for the ale.
Can I roll a deception check to just like try to lead Winchester down to Macmuir's brewery?
Maybe we should try and discover why the bridge was fucking destroyed rather than getting Damien hammered.
Nah, I have priorities.
Nah.
Doesn't sound as fun.
The bridge is none of Yenman's business anymore, so...
So, are we like having a party or like what is the goal of this meeting?
To be honest, I'm not really in the mood for a party after what happened.
That's what
I
I'm trying
am.
to discover. Damien, not the time. Gregor turns to the king and goes, "Your Majesty, regardless of why we're all here, visions or no, that attack on the bridge was likely part of some military strategy. Unless they accidentally set their cargo on fire, but I believe that's unlikely. Have the prisoners been questioned yet?"
I
Night
raise
Captain
my hand
Hafif was in the
questionably,
middle of questioning them.
I raise my hand questionably.
Oh, I found them.
Gregor?
Damien?
Could also be that maybe someone tried to steal a book and got hand of a lot of halfling iron golems? Maybe?
Oh,
I didn't hear. Say that again. You were cutting in and out.
It could also
Monster?
be that someone was ordered to steal a book and could basically get control over some halfling iron golems, maybe?
Are you
And-
saying the men that blew up the bridge are somehow connected to you?
No.
I'm
Someone
not saying
coming
that,
behind him
I'm
with the same job. Blood Elminster, is the book safe?
Suddenly Yenben
Oh,
shouts.
yeah. Safe. Yes.
Suddenly,
That sounds
Can I make an
really
insight check to see
interesting.
if he's just going along with whatever is said?
Yeah.
suddenly Yenben shouts from the other room, "Hey, Demon Man, I found your cousin. I see Snugglelord."
Snugglelord is here?
Yes.
You
Well,
don't
I
have
don't-
any reason to question the Great Elminster.
I don't have a fucking clue.
So, is it safe to ask if someone knows where a bar is, or want me to pay attention as well?
Kitchen staff walks by you, hands you a fresh drink, walks away.
I go, yay! And take another sip.
So, again, what is the goal of this meeting?
Well, it seems like no one was actually coming to a meeting.
I'm just here for food.
Wait, there's food too?
Are you fucking blind?
He seems a little dense.
That was the best response ever.
So, Jax, you walk into booking, and Night Captain Hafif is standing behind the central desk, and there's two men in cages. And he's just shouting, "One of you just talk. We know you were trying to attack the town." And there's a little short, stocky guy. He looks quite dirty, and he says, "No, Victor would never attack the town. Victor had an important order." And
What
the
was
tiefling
your
man
order?
just says, "Oh my god, why won't this guy stop following me?"
What was your order?
The 1.5 tons of black powder to be delivered to Vulnar for a man named Flithker.
And the amount of black powder did not raise your attention?
Ooh, big order, yes.
Not quite as good as Matt, but pretty damn good.
I suddenly see food and start eating.
Flisker walks into the room. He says, "I can attest to this man's story. We did order powder in that amount."
Well, and that black powder, I guess, is the stuff you use in these boomsticks.
My people don't have food, sir. It's all we have to trade.
Is it that stuff?
Yes.
Well,
Why did it blow
it
up?
almost seems like he's speaking the truth.
Oh, wagon wheels, bad wagon wheels. I needed money to get new wagon wheels, but didn't have the money until I delivered the powder. Thinking back,
God, that guy's annoying. And I walk away.
So let me get this straight. Did you accidentally blow up the bridge?
yes, accident. And it's at this point the tiefling in the other cage is like, "No, we did it on purpose. Just kill me."
Is this maybe the tiefling that is currently wearing a unicorn robe?
I think it is.
Can I make an insight check on that tiefling?
Sure.
I'm gonna ask Victor. So, Victor, tell me your life story.
Oh God, you don't want that.
Ooh, life story.
Oh, come on, screw you.
Let's see. Born. 58 years ago.
Give or take 13. I got that bad head wound.
Okay, 1 second, Victor. I'm gonna ask this guy what he was doing with Victor.
Says, "I don't know. I was trying to get away from Victor. He is everywhere I go."
What were your intentions?
I do what Chathroom tells me to do.
Who's Chathroom?
Chathroom is my glorious god.
Where does he live?
He, she, they're all around us.
Excuse me. Dasimar walks into the room like, I believe I have heard about you that they tell great stories of the tiefling with the unicorn robe. But I believe they also tell stories about two dwarves. Travel with them.
Oh yeah, those idiots. I got rid of those idiots months ago.
Yes, not surprised.
Actually had to jump ship after it was out of harbor. Thought I got rid of Victor too, but he was floating right behind me.
I walk next to Jack and the thiefling with the unicorn robe, and I say, "You, sir, got seriously mental issues."
I look up. Wait. You also know the tiefling with the unicorn robe?
No, I
Yenben,
just
They're in
listen.
a different room.
Damn it.
Yenben just says like, yeah, and I thought I was the crazy one.
But Tar comes in again, and did they say anything intelligent? No, they didn't. Okay, bye.
So blasé.
Yeah, Lucan wanders off.
By the way, my dark-skinned friend, what's your name?
Jax.
Nice to meet you, Jax. I'm Pride Norak. And I take off my hood and reveal my dragonborn face. It's nice meeting you. And your
Good to
fellow
meet
friend
you.
behind there.
Yenben looks at the Brudnarak, a bit suspecting.
He's not a mimic, Yenduin.
No, but he looks a lot like a dinosaur.
Me, a mimic? I beg to differ, my good man. I'm not a mimic, I'm a dragonborn.
Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin.
Sinnlös var din vardagn vågen. Varför rakas var...
That's my pet's job. Here's my pet. Fine. I'm Yenben. Nice to meet you. But I'm probably going to leave.
Nice meeting you too, Yenben. And you could argue that I'm distantly related to your so-called dinosaurs, but I think they went extinct a few thousand years ago.
Yenben tells a different story.
You should probably come visit me.
Hell
someday.
no.
I will most probably. I will prove you.
Hey, Yenben, you're going off on a trip soon, right?
Yeah.
You should come back with some dinosaurs so I can see what they look like.
Oh man, no one told Jax what's in the stables.
I don't know what's in the stables.
Yep. But Tar forgot about it overall. People here.
What did you buy a dinosaur?
What? Eh?
I was just wondering, cause like the automatic reaction is like no one told Jax about what's in the stables, and then you're like,
Yeah, there
oh yeah,
were
I forgot.
pteranodons there. 3. They are the mounts. They are the mounts of.
It's so comical how like
I'll be back.
it's so comical how immediately when you say the pteranodons, Jax's face just turns. Like,
yeah,
ding.
but Tar doesn't say that. He completely forgot about them.
Jax, where are you going?
I'm done with Victor. I'm going for a walk.
Oh, just out of the blue.
Suddenly a random walk.
My good man Yenben, what is your problem with these two?
Do you mean Snugglelord and Victor?
Yes, those guys.
They blew up my fucking bridge. Well, our fucking bridge, but you know, they blew
How
up the
did
bridge.
they blow up a bridge?
I have no idea. Here's the story. Here's this other tiefling which steals our stuff. Then this other tiefling tells us he can compensate for it. We go there, then we die, then we come back alive, and then our bridge is gone. And that's like literally what I know. Also party, apparently. I'm as confused as you are, if
My
even
good
more.
man Yanben, I think you should definitely go to a man who can help you with your mental problems.
How? Why am I implying? Also, don't use so hard words. Mental problems? Like, do you mean like mind problems?
Maybe. You sounded like you have seen some crazy things and need to process them.
Again, hard words. I'm not. I don't have to whatever processing is.
I'm sorry. You need to. How do I put it in easy words? I can't. God damn it. Well, whatever. You said those two blow the bridge apart. I
That's
wonder. My good man, in the other cell, how did you blow the bridge?
Unstable powder, unstable powder.
Okay.
Should have fixed the wagon wheel.
Oh, a wagon wheel. You didn't just
Have you seen my horse? I haven't seen my horse since the explosion.
No, I haven't. But
I wonder if my other characters.
your wagon wheel didn't break halfway through the bridge, did it? By any accident, in a little bump in the bridge?
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't afford shocks. That axle on frame. Could have been a bump. Frankly, I'm surprised we got this far.
Oh dear, I think I know how this happened.
Yeah, I think that Snugglelord guy is reverse following me.
I think he does that. You should get rid of him. Maybe blow him up.
Still in the dining room, I look at the dwarf
but
at
don't
the end
do
of the
it here.
table. So, where do you come from?
Goran burps and puts down his tankard and goes, "Why so curious?"
Well, you're not with the others, so I wouldn't know if you are someone of that importance or not. Plus, you seem like a nice guy I can talk to. For once.
Goran chuckles and goes, "Given the present company, I would say I'm the only one that you would talk to anyway." He's gonna shift around the side of the table and take a seat next to Damien.
Well, it's good to have someone to talk to, don't you think? Besides, you make good ale. Or you gave me good ale. I don't know.
I was just trying to shut you up. There's plenty around.
Yeah, you say that, but I haven't seen anything yet. Well, this one, but...
Goran puts his fingers to his lips and whistles incredibly loudly and waits for a serving person to come up and hand him another ale.
Before you've even stopped whistling.
Easy peasy. Starts downing it.
Are you trying to drink?
So, unless anybody else has something productive to say here, I still have things to do. I almost died today. A lot of my friends are leaving me tomorrow. One left me today, and we have to hold a funeral tomorrow.
Is this inside the mess hall you're saying this, or is this in
Yeah.
area? Okay. Gregor nods and sort of goes, "Well, we've discovered what happened with the bridge, I assume, now that they're in holding, so unless the clerics and people of Bahamut would like to tell us what their vision entailed, I would like to get some rest. It's been a long day."
I look at the dwarf next to me and point to the dog. see that too, right?
What are you talking about?
That giant puppy thing over there.
Pretty sure when it's that size, you stop calling it a puppy.
Yeah, well, its face looks really cute, so I assume it is a puppy or something.
Whatever you say, lad. If it gets pissed off and starts barking at you, don't blame me.
Do
I
you
don't
know
see.
its backstory though?
Why the fuck would I talk to a dog? It's a dog.
That dog happens to be a Master Chess player.
Orin doesn't know that.
No, but Yenben tells him.
I thought you were in the other room.
Not at him. I'm here. Hi.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see you now. Well, I'm not one for chess, so that doesn't really matter to me. I'm gonna know.
So.
Oh
Okay.
shit. Toad!
What?
Malaman's token glitched through the wall.
The oh shit did not sound friendly.
I'm sorry.
Well, as they are all saying they need to prepare for tomorrow, I'm going to the king and say, good sir, may I talk to you? I think those two are not directly responsible for blowing up the bridge.
King puts down his cup. He's like, oh,
Yeah, you see, I am a black dragonborn, so everything I vomit or spit out is a little bit acidic. And that guy with the black powder said something about a bump on the bridge. And it happened that this morning, as I went into your lovely little town, I had to vomit on the bridge. So it's quite possible that I caused the bump that caused the car to explode.
I just.
Just casually had to
Head on
vomit
back.
on the bridge on the way into town. Is that what you're telling us?
Well, he's a dragonborn and not the most social, usually.
There's a difference
Elminster
between not being
opens his
social
eyes
and
and just
randomly
laughs.
vomiting.
And then closes his eyes. Snores a little.
Of course, I am prepared to offer my services to amend for the damage I have caused.
Shrugs. He's like, I don't do the hiring around here. Although it looks like I'm gonna have to start staffing this place. Did they just leave it empty?
What
Spend-
is this place?
It used to be the Tower of Ashaba, but we repurposed it into a sort of police garrison here for our marshals.
Quite fascinating. Say, could the marshals maybe use my help?
Gregor speaks up from across the table and goes, we could actually. A couple of us are, let's just say we're short-staffed. And we will be more so in the morning. If you hang around, then
What the hell are you?
I'm a half-orc. That was rather rude, don't you think?
I'm sorry.
Yenben yells from the other side of the room. Also, he identifies as an object.
You know, I lived my whole life in the wilderness. I haven't seen many things besides my foster father.
Well, just be sure that not everyone is as forgiving as I when it comes to mistaken words. We have a high elf. His name is Lucan. If you speak to him in the morning, I'm sure he'll arrange something. Elminster, could I have a word? Gregor turns to Elminster.
That guy's drunk.
Of fucking course he is.
That's his default state.
Thanks, Toad.
Some drool coming out of his chin.
Siloon, could I talk to you instead, and you could perhaps give Elminster the message tomorrow?
She doesn't seem to hear you the first time, but she snaps too. She's like, yes, what?
Siloon, could I have a word? I would hope that you could transfer this on to Elminster when he's less intoxicated.
She says less.
Is he always drooling?
I don't know. Since I knew him, that was like 500 years ago.
Then regardless, I think you will be of more help to me. That's all right.
Okay, so you're pulling her to the side somewhere.
Yeah, probably up into, like, at the bottom of the stairs over here. So, I was meaning to speak to Elminster about this because he seems quite knowledgeable, but as I said, he's not exactly worthy of conversation at the moment. The tiefling we walked in with, his name is Damien. He was attempting to steal from us yesterday. He tried to steal the codex, but we stopped him. And, early today, rather, we went to go find his stash where his employer had paid him. We were ambushed by, I believe they're halflings of some kind. Well, needless to say, we're one short, as you can see, and we were almost more. They overpowered us and killed a few of us, including myself. Magmir, I haven't seen since it happened, and Aniva fell. I was just wondering if either of you had heard anything about any such halflings. They were on flaming horses, I believe, so I don't have much more information. I wasn't exactly alive for most of the battle.
She shrugs. She's like, I wasn't around for the Exodus. I'm surprised, as most people are, that the halflings aren't even here. Although you're not surprised, but she is, so it's weird for her to say that. You have to remember, for like the past half millennia, she's been like on that pain tree.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your help. If you could take the information to Elminster as soon as you could. I likely won't be in town tomorrow. So, hope you take care of yourself.
She says, okay, walks away.
Gregor sort of shakes his head and goes, the attitude you get for saving one's life is overwhelming sometimes, and he goes upstairs.
Casimir goes to talk with Lucan about joining this glorious adventure. Wherever Lucan is.
Batar, on your way up to your room, or down to the basement, Hugug's gonna pull you aside, and he's like, oh man, you have to meet my friend Benrin. He says you have to meet my friend Benrin. And he nods to this. He nods to this kind of rotund dwarf next to him.
And let me get my token over there so that I can see who he's talking about. Which table is he on?
He's on the first. It's the one I'm on.
Oh, there. Yeah. Hello, my friend.
I mean Thorin, not Gregor.
Yeah. And the little dwarf, he's like, oh man, you saved Hug, and he slides you a drink. He's like, hey man, I met Hug in the Mines of Madness. And they both kind of like do a little fist bump when he says Mines of Madness.
Well,
I thought he died, man. You saved my friend.
Well, it looks like he saved himself first, and then he died. No. Then I saved him later. That way around. Yeah.
I don't actually know how I got out of the Mines of Madness. I ran into that basilisk, and then I woke up here. Where is it?
Basilisk is some kind of lizard creature, right?
Yeah, they're usually down in the tunnels. Oh, the tunnels.
Well, I guess I'm glad you made it out alive, although I don't really know you, so to be honest, I don't really care.
He's like,
Except
oh yeah,
for
I
you.
came with Omen. Benwin Bronze Bottom of the Mithril Hull Bronze Bottoms.
Hello, my name is Batash Dormager. I'm from Everaska. I'm a wizard, Harry.
Oh
I don't
man,
say
have you
that.
met Jim? And the purple-haired guy from the other end of the table says Jim Wakes, and he does another little thing where doves fly out of his hands.
Uh, oh god, I clicked too many buttons at once. Now everything is going crazy. No, I haven't yet. That pigeon thingy you did was quite impressive. Was that just an illusion, or did you actually summon pigeons?
Oh, I actually summoned pigeons. Jim Dark Magic of the New Hampshire Dark Magics. You might have heard me. And he prestidigitates a little business card and gives it to you.
I'm afraid I haven't, but now I have. Batash Dormager from Evereska, student of the Arcane, under a time course, and so on and so on. Yeah, that was quite impressive, actually.
Oh man, Bucko, if you ever need a good teacher, I tell you what, my rates are above board. And you just send a line. That's a magic card.
Well, that's quite useful. Let me write down in my inventory. One business card. Magical. From Jim Dark Magic.
There was a raucous yell from the other end of the mess hall on the king's table, and it's the big bald guy with the purple tattoo on his head. And he's like, "Boo to chicken! Chicken to boo!" And you see this large man throw this large rodent at a chicken.
What the hell is going on there? So, how are you? And what are you doing here? Did I say how are you? I meant who are you?
Yeah, the big, bald, purple-haired guy, is standing there, and the large rodent runs over with the chicken in its mouth, and he rips off a chicken leg, and he starts eating it.
Can people still
I
hear me?
am Minsk. This is
Can
Boo.
people still hear
Boo
me, by the way?
Space Hamster. Minsk works for Omen Drog.
Stupid question, but can people still hear me?
Yep.
Okay, just checking. Sometimes my mic doesn't seem to work for some reason.
Boo to Minsk. And the giant rodent, climbs on him.
But turns to, oh god, words. Stroke the fur of Boo. Well, I've got to get going, but it's nice meeting you. Stuff to do.
Minks will be here eating chickens.
You do that. I think we have enough. I hope we have enough. I actually have no idea if we have enough. I'm just saying words. And then, if there is no more distraction, Bata is going to go down to his lab and start creating 3 tiny statuettes of silver dragons from silver coins. And then, once that's done, trying to somehow infuse them with magic. Just pouring the magic in and see what's, or not see what's happening. Just having the magic in there. And speaking a little prayer to Bahamut and stuff, that he may use it however
Your
it seems appropriate.
laboratories to the south.
To the south? Really? Where about? Wait, that's the room I came from.
South.
Not this one, right? It doesn't look like a lab.
Keep going south. Follow the hook.
Wow, that area wasn't here last time. Alright. So I'm probably going to spend the rest of the night here. I might fall asleep. What's working?
Okay, we're gonna put a pin on what happens with the magic stuff. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before this night's over? It's actually about 1 o'clock in the morning currently in game.
No, not really.
Are you flying off
Luke,
tonight, Yanbin?
Is anyone
I'm-
in the original group still in the mess hall that's not Damien? So Yenbin's there. Is Batar there? Is Lucan there? I can't really
No,
see the people.
Batar
at the top.
is in his lab.
I'm here.
Lucan is,
Okay.
is in his room. He went there a long time ago after he didn't get any answers. Why the fuck we had 500 people in our castle?
It seemed to
Well,
be a
that's a bit
coincidence.
Several coincidences, actually.
I'm just half drunk right now.
Only
Thorin
half.
chuckles, gets up off of his chair, and goes over to Yenbin and goes, "Well, where do I put my stuff?"
Wait,
I-
you're staying?
Don't.
I came to join the Marshals. You're a Marshal, are you not?
Wouldn't know. I'm in a cage, so
I'm not the one
I sleep in a
recruiting.
cage at least.
I'm not
I'm
the one
talking to Yenbin.
I can.
Sorry.
You can get my room. I live in a tree.
I'm not
I'm a
getting
dwarf.
into your
I'm already
tree.
vertically challenged. I'd rather not live in a tree.
Yeah, you can get. I did get a room, but I don't use it, so you can probably have it.
I look at the dwarf. You
Gorin
don't want
just-
to live in that tree.
Gorin
I-
sighs, puts his hand on Yenbin's shoulder, and goes, "You're clearly not the one in charge. Who do I talk to?"
You had to make like some form of check to realize that I've been insulted.
I look at the guy right in front of me at the other side of the table. So, Jim Dark Magic, was it?
He kicks back a drink. He says, Jim winks.
So
He does like a wink and one of his teeth sparkle.
I look slightly unimpressed. So, you said your magic wasn't boring or something like that? Didn't catch the complete conversation?
Magic isn't usually boring.
I don't know what show you were watching, but I was on my game.
What game would that be exactly?
He flicks his wrist and another business card comes out and he hands it to you. It says Jim Dark Magic of the New Hampshire Dark Magics, Seeker of the Arcane, Knower of the Unknowable.
I take the card, read it, and put it into my pocket. I'll save that for later, I think. In case I need any more toilet paper, but I can't find any.
He flicks his wrist and you feel a burning sensation in your pocket.
I moan in pain. Hell just happened.
He snickers and walks away.
Well, not sure what he's doing here, but I don't like him. I don't.
Well, he doesn't seem to like you.
No
Because
one
he
seems to
burned
like
you.
me except for that dwarf what was here for a second.
I'm literally like 10 feet away from you talking to Yam.
I tell of like, you should probably go see Lucan, but I believe he's in his room. I'm sorry,
Good.
but
Thanks for the information. Which one's Lucan and where's his room?
Lucan is the Lucan is the tall one with a lot of armor and a broken blade.
Grace. What does he look like?
The one that was yelling at the start and stood on the table.
Oh, the table elf. Got it.
Yeah,
And
that
I
one.
assume his room's upstairs.
Yeah, somewhere there. I don't usually, I don't like houses. I prefer trees.
I figured. Well, he claps him on the shoulder pretty hard and goes, "See you later," and starts heading upstairs to find Lucan.
Can you even reach my shoulder?
I'm 4'5". I can reach your shoulder.
Okay.
Ah, there you are. Okay.
Lucan, you hear a rough knock on your door.
Well, enter.
That would be me.
You
Can I
are
help
the other
you?
Goran.
There's another Goran.
Not anymore.
I'm wondering if the knock at
Left.
the door is me or if it's someone else.
It's
you.
Okay. Goran opens the door and goes, "I was told that you were the one to look for if I wanted to be recruited."
I guess I am. Although so far
where-
we have made decisions together.
Well, the creepy guy who lives in a tree was not very helpful, so him who was in charge and he sent me to you.
Oh, yeah.
You're
That's
hired.
Yenvin. Ignore most of what he's saying.
Yes,
He's
and
a special case.
I
could
sigh
tell.
and try that whistle what Goran did to get another drink.
Doesn't work with you.
You know, I'm just gonna leave my
Performance
freaking token downstairs. Fuck this. I'm leaving my token downstairs and just gonna RP talking to him. Anyway, so I take it you're Lucan?
Wait, you wanted the performance
Yes,
check?
that's correct. And to whom
So-
am I speaking?
Goran Stone's out. He gives a little bow and looks his beard slightly to try and flatten it out to look smart. I'm a dwarven. I guess sellsword would be the right term, and clearly you can see I'm a dwarf. So basically, I heard that you guys are having a lot of trouble, so I came to join the marshals.
Well, we could always use more people. As long as they are not just sitting in our mess and eating and drinking. For no apparent reason.
To be honest, I followed the crowd.
for them.
I saw a crowd of people walking in, and I thought it was open door. Sorry, pal.
Oh, it's okay. I'm hoping that they have left tomorrow.
Given how many people, I'm pretty sure half of them are going to be asleep on the tables by the time you come down.
Shouldn't be surprising. At least if our friend Magmir has left some of his brew.
So, speaking of, are there any rooms that I could take? I'm not sure how many you are or how much this place holds.
Well, I think 2 doors up, there's an empty room.
And no one's going to come in
you're
at the middle of the
saying
night.
that you're a sellsword. Can you tell me more about your skills?
I just
Well,
assumed that
truth be
I'll
told,
sleep
I
in the
didn't-
cage for the same time, so not going to even ask.
Well, truth be told, I didn't start off as a warrior. I was originally a blacksmith. Living in a small dwarven town. Living with my family. I've got a wife and a son that still live there. I decided to go a bit of travelling. They they were taken by some goblins that held the village sort of hostage, and unfortunately, one of the bigger dwarven cities decided not to come and help us. So I decided to put my trade to the test and decided to take on the goblins. Didn't get very far. They decided to use me for sport and put me up as sort of a gladiator. And I lost as many as I won, given how I can probably overpower half the goblins. And then when the bigger ones turned up, I got my ass kicked. One day I decided to challenge the leader, and well, I'm sure you get the idea. I'm standing here. I crushed his skull, they ran away. I decided I should fight for a living.
That's admirable. So I assume that you can use a blade and axes, hammers.
Goran pulls a warhammer from his back and sort of gives it a swing. Axes and warhammers are my favourite, really. They pack more of a punch, but I can use most weapons.
And I assume that you have no particular deities that you favor that grant you any power, or you don't use any magic?
Is this like a conspiracy against me?
No. That's him trying to find a reason to knock him on the head.
It is just.
I'm not magically persuaded, no, and I've never really been one for deities. That's more of my wife's thing. She's a bit more devout than I am, truth be told.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just trying to get a feel about I guess you could say talents. How about tomorrow that we have a duel so that I can test your skills?
Sounds good to me. I'll warn you though, I'm a lot. Let's just wear something you don't mind getting bloody, is what I mean to say.
Oh, I'm always wearing something that I don't mind getting bloody.
Goran chuckles and goes, like you. So my room's 2 doors down, yeah?
Yeah,
I look at the lusty
I'll
maid
be
and
leading
say,
you
"Hi
down
there."
there.
What was that again?
I look at the lusty maid sitting on the table and say, "Hi there."
What did you say, Bea?
Performance check.
I
Persuasion
lead
check?
you to your room.
Persuasion.
There's scan. Is there a scanlan check? That will be probably getting for a
Oh
moment.
my god.
Okay, someone's getting late tonight.
Hell yes.
Come with me, I'll take you back to my cage.
Ooh. There are guards on the floor there, so maybe not the best idea.
Yenben promises to borrow his tree.
Someone likes kinky stuff, I guess.
Anyways, I just marked off Goran's room.
As if Logan comes back.
If it's all the same to you, I'm going to keep the token downstairs.
No, it's not the same. You have to march it all around. God damn it. I'm kidding. And who's next to go up to Lucan?
I if Lucan comes back, I'm like waiting on next to his room, like, hi. Hello, I see you're the one. Well, the green dude told me that you would be the one to talk to if one would like to join the marshals.
Can you adjust your microphone?
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, because half of that I didn't get what you said before.
Okay. Yeah, the weird green guy told me that you would be the one to talk to if you would like to, if one would like to join the marshals.
Well, I guess I am, since Gregor has decided to seek out another fate.
Yes, Yeah, well, that's why I'm here. I used to be a noble in the drows, but I had some issues with my relatives. Then I was part of the Everesca Magic College for a moment, but that didn't turn out very
Oh,
well
you're
either.
from Everesca. Then you should probably speak to Batar.
Yeah, I was there too. I think I have seen Batar somewhere before, but I didn't leave the college with very, you know, good terms with the people in there. I
Oh,
might have
that's not good.
might have been kicked out for turning a professor into a frog, but that's a story for another day. Um, so may I join, or
Well,
is there
before you
anything more you
join,
would?
I would like to know some more about you, like what you are able to do. I mean, we can't just take any random peasant.
Well, I am rather capable on the magic side.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You did mention the Everesca
Yes,
Magical College.
yes, yes. I am friends with the Archfey Titania.
Oh, so you have a connection to nature. I do think that you should probably speak to Jax and Batar tomorrow so that they can get a closer idea about your skills. I must admit that magic is not my strength.
I will do that tomorrow. If you mind showing me where I might rest for the night, that would be great.
Yeah, well, I think one door up. I'll be leading him to one of the empty rooms. I have no idea which ones are empty right now.
Yeah, yeah, and I would like to out of character cast a mystical spell that gets the GM to draw a line to my room, like last time. Last time there was a big white line.
You have to buy that with real money.
I get that. Oh, it is again one of those first times free, right?
I just keep on drinking and drinking because I have no idea what the hell otherwise I can do.
Well, I'll leave the token in the mess hall. I'll just say that I'm there meditating.
Oh
So,
wait, there's a whole. I'll. Okay.
Everyone's done for the evening. Should we skip to the next day, or is there stuff people want to do still?
I'm done.
I'm pretty
I
much done
really
because I have no idea what
the
else
only
to
thing
do.
I wanted to do was speak a bit to Rosalie, but I have no idea where she is.
Apparently, there was surgery in the dungeon.
Yeah, but out of game, my character has no idea where that is.
Well, ground floor.
Oh, is
No,
Luke
not
in his
ground
room
floor.
right now?
The -1, whatever. Cellar.
Yeah, well, I really don't want to move my
Basement.
token that much. It's just fucking annoying.
That's a good way to put it.
So I'll just be waiting for the next day.
Okay, give me a second to set it up.
I'm I'm wondering how could I demonstrate my magic skills to Batar without killing him?
Don't aim at him.
Well, I have I like I have most of my spells are like you make a saving throw. It's like okay,
Yeah,
like
but
the
I mean,
one.
the effect is still the effect. Like, if you do it against an inanimate object, the effect still goes off, unless it's like a mental thing.
Well, blight isn't fancy.
You
It
could do
is
blight on. You
freaking
could do
fancy.
blight on.
Well,
You could
it
do blight on a
destroys some
tree.
plants, I know.
I can also.
Yeah, like you could do blight on a tree. It will kill the tree.
That's a fair point. Well, yeah, I have some things here.
It's like casting fireball. Fireball has a saving throw. It's like saying, I can't cast fireball in a.
You're breaking off.
Yeah. They're dropping up.
Yay, good internet.
Yay, internet.
Because my sister's got her Apple TV on and next door, so that's probably messing with it.
Oh, not her again. Okay, sorry.
Oh, what is? Whoa, why are we here again?
Oh, is time being reset? Or we have a bad dream?
No, it's
No,
the
we're
next
having-
day, and on Jax's instructions, Merle, Stefan, and Cromwell went up here early in the morning and dug out graves for Annabelle and the 3 horses that were left here dead.
Then Ben goes here and cries for Bob. No, why Bob?
I just lean against a tree and watch.
We have quite
peacefully.
a fucking crowd.
We do. I'll just lean against a tree and just watch as the coffin, showing my respect while slightly hungover.
You say something good and then you just ruin it with the next sentence.
It's a gift, really.
So,
I don't see Gregor's token here, but he's going to be standing next to Lucan.
why is Toad?
There are dinosaurs.
Toad.
What?
This every time you change the map, it resets my tokens' names. It renames my character to Pablo Ogre and Dovak to Weasel.
It's only because I didn't bring over the edited token.
Oh. So, what now?
Just watch the coffin, I believe.
Well, I assume that there will be a priest or a priestess who will be performing the sermon.
I think I'm gonna make a wild guess that Rosalie will be doing that one.
Well, out of game, I have no idea if she's a priestess or not.
Well, she's probably the closest thing to that in this group.
Well, she's family, but they're still away from being family and being ordained a priest, a priestess.
Well, yeah, but no, there's there's, I think like you like paladins and clerics are like the ones.
Is that relevant now?
Definitely.
So, as apparently no one else wants to do the first step, Ata is going to kneel down to the coffin and lay one of the small dragons he made last night on Aniva's chest and say, Aniva, even although I didn't know you for long, I considered you a friend. I don't consider many people a friend. May the Platinum Dragon guide you on your journey. Goodbye, Aniva. I miss you.
Well, after Batar, I'll be stepping up. Aniva, you were our companion for a while, and your presence will be missed by all of us. Your death is a loss to us all, and you will be greatly missed. May you find peace in the next life. And then I'll step back.
I can jump in like, you know, you were a fine companion and probably one of the closest things to a friend, but I promise you that I will take a bath every year, just for you.
I take a step forward. Can I say something?
Gregor gives him a nod.
Yes.
I step forward to the coffin. Look at it. Anava, I have not known you, and the time that you have known me, I was your enemy. I am really sorry for the ambush, since I have no idea that it would happen. I look around at everyone else, not saying that I was the person who did plan an ambush, by the way. I look at the coffin again. And also, you seemed like a great warrior. May I have known you for longer, I would have probably tried to be a friend of yours, if I would be joining the marshals. And after that, I bow my head and look up at the sky, and then walk back to the tree, leaning against it.
So is anything going on behind us, or just continuing?
Nah.
Fatai didn't even notice. He didn't even notice the unicorn appear. Just right beside him.
Like, physically, is there noise and things going on? Or actually, now that I can see the unicorn, I've probably spotted the unicorn.
That's at least 4 gods I spot. Holy
4.5.
crapsicles.
Anyone else?
Jax isn't going to really say anything, but using plant growth and druidcraft is going to make a bunch of flowers bloom around.
The king will probably say something. I don't know if Toad wants to do that, otherwise I can take over that part.
Sure, do it.
Yeah, Rosalie's gonna go last.
So the king steps forward. Aniva Anaret, you did a great service to our lands, to our kingdom. We deeply mourn your loss, and we hope that you find peace wherever you're going now. And steps back again.
Gregor takes a knee and places his broken glasses sort of on top of her hands and goes, I wasn't very brave when I joined you all, but you showed me that you don't have to be a hulking brute in armor to be brave and to be strong. You're truly the best of us all, both in combat and with your compassionate heart. You will be missed dearly. And I will be sure to dedicate all of my writings of our adventures together in your name. Sleep well, good friend. Then stands up and takes a step back.
It has been 12 years since I have last seen my sister. When I left the monastery to pursue being a cleric. I regret, Aniva, that I did not stay in touch, and that I did not get here in time. You were a bright spot in my dark life. And she takes a handful of dirt and puts it on the ground. Uses stone shape on the rock next to her and makes a stone figure of Aniva in a cross-legged position like she's meditating, and then she casts Hallow on the ground.
Oh,
This area will be so saturated with divine magic.
doesn't Mars going to, like, next to the grave, he's going to cast the mold earth and gonna create us all the statue of Hannibal as well.
Maliki neighs and drops an apple into the casket.
Oh.
At which point an apple tree blooms.
Lucan is staring at it in awe.
Genben is very impressed by this magic horse.
The sky starting to darken suddenly. Could everybody give me a perception check?
There
For
each
both of them,
character.
just make one and it counts for both.
17.
It's bright out here.
Jack says as it continues to get darker. So let's see, Yenbin, Batar, Rosalie, and Lucan. Looking up, you can see the sky is full of dragons. And Yenbin, with your sharp eyes, you can see that it's mostly metallic dragons, platinum, bronze.
Guys,
Yes.
dragons,
Where?
What? Where?
Huh.
look up.
Anava was not quite so boring as I thought she was.
Ooh, fascinating.
I knew she wasn't boring,
Gorin's
but I didn't
unsheathing his
expect
warhammer
that.
just in case.
Also, Yenben is looking rather distrustingly this dinosaur.
It's one of Shigeru's mouths.
He really doesn't want to start like messing up because he knows funeral is not a place to start killing things. But he really does not like this dinosaur.
You would like that dinosaur. It's a domesticated dinosaur. You grew up with those kinds of dinosaurs, sir.
Oh, okay. Domesticated. then Yenben's going to hug it.
Gorin has sort of slipped his warhammer out of its sort of ring and has it in his hand, just sort of, just in case.
Damien just steps back a little bit more, leaning, trying to hug the tree as much as possible, hoping that he isn't.
Batar just
On the
stares in
menu.
awe at all the dragons.
And it's hard to see because there are so many dragons now, but you can faintly make out like an even larger colossal dragon above them.
Me as well?
It's actually kind of an eclipse event.
Okay.
No,
Guys,
sir.
who turned off the light?
Good lord, where did all those dragons came from?
It's Bahamut.
I take a step back to get out of the aura of Bahamut.
Batar kneels before.
When the light
Just
comes
God.
back, there is an elfin-looking man standing, flanked by Stanton and Knowledge.
What's the giant circle of light around?
It's an aura.
It's an
It's an
aura.
AoE thing.
It's actually a 9th level zone of truth.
So,
But Bahamut.
He looks down at Batar and he says, "Rise, child."
Thank you. And he gets up.
This is a somber day for the plains. The Pantheon of Death has breached the agreement. And then stepping out of air itself, this golden-haired woman from behind Batar says, "It must not be allowed to stand."
What
Batar
has been
whispers.
preached?
Batar whispers to Lucan. Do you know who that is?
I just look at the golden hair woman, thinking,
Don't say it.
Do I know who that is?
Dasimar goes to Damien like, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna get laid by that one. Sorry.
Anyway, circling back.
I
Dating
wasn't
literally
really
stepped out
planning
of
on
the fabric of reality.
that. I just think she looks really Bold? I mean,
That is
bold?
one bold-looking woman.
Excuse me, my lady, but I'm sorry I have to ask this, but who are you?
I am the Lady of Redemption. I am Saren Ray. The little white-haired gnome rushes up, just super smiley, beaming.
I I poke Shigeru like, the fuck is Saren Ray?
Shigeru says, "Oogie boogie, oogie oogie boogie,"
Ah,
which
okay.
translates into, "I am not sure, my esteemed praetor."
Okay.
I tried to climb up the tree, just hiding.
It's at this point, the bald-haired paladin from the night before, he says, now I know my purpose here. And he fishes out a scroll tube from his back, and he walks up to Bahamut. He says, "Lord Bahamut, now we know the pantheon of death walks the earth, yes?" Bahamut just nods. He says, "Well, I know of one who knows how to kill, or chop off their head at least." And Bahamut's like, "You can't possibly." And he says, "Yes, Baal himself. Now I know nobody here trusts Baal. I definitely don't trust Baal. But if you look at this contract that I've written up, I think you can agree it is airtight. And if we can get him to sign it in Bahamut's presence, then he can't go against the contract. Weakens him, weakens you, Pantheon stuff."
Gregor sort of timidly clears his throat and raises his hand.
No one
Damien does
notices.
the same.
Yenben coughs very loudly, like.
So, how would you want to get him to sign a contract, and what would you give?
Moving Earth! Ah!
What the hell?
What?
Top right, look at the top right. The ground was moving.
Wait, did the Avatar arrive again?
There's a voice from a man wearing red robes in the middle of the crowd. He says, "I don't think it'd be too hard to get Baal here."
Yenben is very confused.
Gregor sort of nudges Lucan and goes, "Is this what all deities are like?"
Damien just climbs out the
I
climbs out of
have
the
no
tree.
previous experience.
Damien climbs out of the
I am
tree, just
incredibly unsure of what is going on.
Lucan, give me a perception check.
After my understanding, and it seems like this is getting strengthened, gods are a lot like us, or rather, we are a lot like gods, just
You're not
less
sure how
powerful.
you missed it until now, but you're pretty sure the elf standing next to you is probably Corellin.
Well, I go down on my knees and, "My lord, how may I serve you?"
Gregor was mid-sentence to him as he just dropped to his knees and started talking to a random elf.
Damien just climbs out of his tree, not feeling safe, and just walks towards Gregor.
Walking past Bahamut casually.
Well, Yenben is because clearly there's just random human beings he doesn't know, and then people are kneeling, and he's like, "What's going on? Like, why?"
Gregor's piecing together that they're probably gods, so...
But Taz two steps further. He knows they are gods, and he knows even which gods some of them are.
So the man in the red robes stops just outside of the influence of the zone of truth.
I don't see Gregor on the map right now. Ah, Thank you.
Corellin currently is locked eyes with Ball.
Well, then I'll
And
wait.
on his sword.
Well, I have my hand on my. Well, I have my hand on my big hammer.
From what you said, I assume you are, well, yourself. Am I correct?
There's a dangerous sort of sheen behind his eyes. He says, "Yes, I am Ball." "Oh, Corellin, take your hand off your weapon. Surely you can't be surprised by me wanting to kill my father."
Who
Gregor
is
sort of speaks up and goes, "I'm sorry, but I have absolutely no idea who is going on. Who is Ball? We are here
Yeah.
to lay our friend to rest."
Yeah, and Ben is also like, who is Dahl?
The man in the red robes walks into the influence of the aura, and his skin just peels away. Maggots begin to fall out of his robes. You're looking at a bleached white skeletal / lich type figure.
Well, that looks unpleasant.
Garin takes a step or two forwards.
Batar involuntarily step back, but then stays where he is.
Now, children, I didn't come here to fight. I came here to sign a piece of paper.
Why would you sign a piece of paper during a funeral?
My friend has a point. We are here to lay our friend to rest. Whatever business you have here, then I'm not sure why it has to be done here and now.
Don't you
I would
see?
like to put my hand over Gregor's mouth. Silence, you're in the presence of gods.
He just bows his head and spreads his hands out wide, like, look at what's around.
Can I try and get Lucan's hand off of my mouth?
Contested strength checks.
Oh, good. Greg is so good at those.
Gregor, please remember who these people are, right?
He's never been one for deities. He acknowledges they exist, but on the other hand, he assumes that they'll be reasonable people.
Well, you just saw his flesh crumble and everything turn into maggots and skeleton stuff. So...
I would have vomited, but
into Lucan's hand?
Yeah, is Ligan's hand like...
no, before the Lucan's hand thing.
Gregor puts up a good fight, but it's not quite enough. Lucan's hand is firmly in place.
I'm being called on my phone. It's my mom, so I'm assuming it's something bad. So I'll be right back.
Take time.
So, Asimar is currently also rather confused. He's like, why? Like that?
My father wants to destroy everything. Do you understand how a man like me can't settle for that? I, without anything, who would murder anyone? I can give you the correct instruction to destroying his wand.
Can I inside check
A god.
the god?
Let's
Whether-
inside check the god.
Whether or not that is really the reason why he wants this.
DC 45.
Something like that, yeah.
Pretty sure that's not enough.
See, because you feel like his words were delivered with conviction, but growing up, being faithful to Bahamut, knowing Baal is the Lord of Lies, you just feel like it's a really good lie.
Alright. If what you say is true, then I don't think we need to sign anything. it is in your best interest to give us this information.
I'm a
Azimar.
deal maker.
Azimar blocks, stops Batar.
Word gets out, I'm just helping the mortals kill my father.
Others will come and ask for.
Excuse me,
I think you delivered the speech already. Like,
excuse
what
me.
was it? 600 years? I don't know. I read it somewhere.
Excuse me, Mr. Dahl. Well,
His name
why
is
don't-
It's a word of
Bar.
lies, sir.
why don't you then just go and kill your own father? Mostly because, you know, you have this whole skin can turn into skeleton, etc. thingy going on.
You see, Yenman, he is a god. Maybe some may say not the nicest of gods, but his dealings are with the mortals. And apparently, his father attempts to destroy everything, including the mortals, which would leave him without a task.
But, you know, if he's a god, he most probably has better chances at killing his own dad than us. You know,
Not
this entire
necessarily,
god thing.
because his dad most certainly is prepared for him. And, well, there are other factors that factor in. Gods really can't fight each other that much. They can change mean looks and work against each other in our world. But they usually, and I say usually, there are recorded cases of this happening. But usually they don't directly interact with each other.
Okay. Maybe then
I grow weary of this plane. Omen, dear, do you have a contract to bind me? Oh, you vile piece of shit, just sign it. Ball chuckles, and he puts out the tip of his finger to the paper and just writes in this kind of like brimstone chalk. Ball. Well, if you can read a bezel.
Don't think I can, but
nope.
I think I can guess what he's writing. Well,
Yep.
that was either good or really, really bad.
Why is the apple tree running away?
I am no tree. I am.
No
that is no tree.
That's no tree. That's an ant.
It's an apple
Greg-
tree.
Has Lucan let go of Gregor's face yet, now that all the gods have bamfed?
God damn it! I asked my god a question. I never received an answer.
Well,
Well, I removed my hand from Gregor's mouth.
Thank you.
Galen walks
What was
over
that
and starts
all
licking
about? Why
Omen.
were we suddenly...
Saren Ray is still there. I don't know if that is supposed to be like that.
Okay.
No, it is.
I have no idea who that is.
I, as a player, know, but
Yeah, me too, but
yeah.
I
The
My
little
character
gnome
would
female
know.
chimes in and is like, that was Sarenrae, the Lady of Redemption, and my matron.
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's how far I was.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Could you tell us
For
why
some
she
reason, she sounds like she might be a follower of Lathander, a demi-deity.
She looks
Well,
confused.
Liquor's gonna get
well,
his
to
ass
me, she
kicked by
looked
someone.
like a proper deity.
He's
to
gonna
be
get his
honest.
ass kicked by Pike.
That's a fair point.
Surely everyone in
Barnes
Alexandria has
speaks
heard
up
of
his voice.
Sarenrae.
Well, I
Who
haven't.
else? There's a
Sep-
Shadow
And I've
Dale.
read a lot of books.
Excuse me. Who is Seren Bay?
One of the
I
gods
don't
that
think
just
that's how it's
visited.
pronounced, Yelben.
Pay a bit attention, please.
Look, now that that strange business is done with, I believe we should finish off the funeral. Then we can discuss whatever that was. So we're back home.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it is pretty much done, but I do have a question. Who is responsible for this?
You are extremely low, Devon.
She asked who was responsible for it, and I assume she means who's responsible for Anniver's dead body.
Well,
I kind
Yeah,
of
for
point.
killing her.
I kind of point at Damien, but then then I hesitate, and I'm like, no, but maybe.
Gregor steps forward and makes sure she can't look at Yembin and says, "We were ambushed by a group of halflings. They were not of the living, I believe. And they
Yeah.
took us all by surprise. Anniver was not the only one who fell.
And
in
it was
fact,
you
I
say?
think she was the last one.
I
could
didn't
tell.
get
But she was.
I didn't
Yeah, she got
get a
beat
good
up
look
by
at
their
them. I
swords.
was one of the first to... I was one of the first to go down. I did not get a good look at them, I'm afraid.
Well, in that case, blood demands blood. I will join you.
that
Well.
would be talked with Lucan, but
I don't think
She
they'll
leaves no
bleed,
question.
but I
Well,
don't think they'll bleed. But
whatever
I think a head will
undead
do.
ichor sits in their veins stagnantly.
Yes. Then we share.
If you wish to join us, my lady, then you may have my chambers. I will be leaving Marshall's today, in fact.
I
Do you
think
have to,
I would
Gregor?
prefer Anniver's.
That would also make a lot of sense. I didn't think that through. I apologize.
Yes, I wish to go through her belongings.
Gregor, do you have to leave?
I feel I do. Well, I explained my reasonings when we were at the temple, and I still feel they're valid. And the interesting events of the funeral has only reminded me why I should get the hell out of here while I can. So,
Fair point. Fair point.
I believe
my friend.
it's time for me to bid my farewells.
In this case, take this, and Batar hands him the second of the silver dragons that he made last night and infused with magic.
Oh, fun
I'm not
note, in the
smiling.
trunk of the apple tree is the silver dragon.
I'm not sure if it will help you in any way, but I hope that it at least reminds you of us. And
It's a
I
gift
feel-
from a friend. Outweighs any usefulness that it could ever have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gregor gives him a hug.
Yeah. Batar hugs him, like, well, I say real hard, but to be honest, it's not really hard because
Because
Well, it's
both Gregor and
Batar.
Batar are incredibly weak.
yeah.
Gregor gives him a pat on the back and steps back, giving him a nod. He then turns to Lucan. Well, I guess you're the voice of reason around here now. Then I'll be gone.
Yeah,
May
and
the
we,
gods have mercy on our souls.
Well,
Gregor laughs and goes, "Yes, well, if they show up as much as they did today, I'm sure you'll all be fine." He gives Lucan a sort of clap on the shoulder and says, "Good luck. if you ever catch up with those halflings, destroy them for me.
We will, and good luck to you, Gregor. You have been a friend for a long time, and I wish you good luck with your future as a writer.
Yes, I do believe I've had more than my share of adventures for now, and back home and to writing. I'll be
Well,
sure to
maybe
include
one
all of
day
them.
you'll return and rejoin the marshals, if we're all still alive.
Let's hope for the latter.
And should you ever publish another book, I'll buy it.
You should buy my first one. I've heard it's rather good.
I will.
Yenben
If I
goes.
find it somewhere.
Gregor,
Yenben comes at Gregor like, you know, when you leave, just remember that we won't always be there rescuing you from whatever tree you're getting stuck in.
thank you
That-
for reminding me. It wasn't like I was trying to block that out at all.
In other words, don't
I'm
get stuck
lucky
in
you
trees.
I'm lucky you weren't trying to block it. Then Yenben gives you a hug.
Gregor sort of pats him on the back as he hugs him, and then he sort of looks over to Jax and gives him a nod, knowing Jax isn't one for the whole, ceremony thing.
I'm looking around, and are anyone else here in order to join the marshals? Because then I will speak to you all back at the keep.
That's your race.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
excuse me. Sorry. I couldn't talk to you last night, but it seems like I am responsible for destroying the bridge in some way, and the king said I should talk to you.
But wait, I
Let
thought
me
that was
talk.
that Victor guy with his black powder stuff.
Yeah, but his wheel broke because of a bump on the bridge, and I think I caused that bump. So yeah.
Okay, well.
Maybe we should discuss that further back at the keep,
Yes.
I do think so.
rather than at a funeral.
Dasimar raises his hand in the Spock style, like the fingers separate. Like I was here to join the marshals as well.
Goran sort of clears his throat and goes, "Come on, let's head back. We're not going to recruit at a graveside."
Yeah, I already spoke with a few yesterday.
So,
Yes.
are we leaving?
I'm
Yes.
walking back
They're
towards
walking.
the keep.
As they're walking back, Gregor sort of steps up beside Batar and goes, "Could I maybe borrow your horse? Mine was, well, incinerated. So,
I really like horse.
and he will live a long and happy life with me. Longer than he will with you, I fear."
Can't you just buy a new one in Shadowdale?
You're really willing to kill the horse early just to keep it?
No,
I will find another horse, don't worry. It's alright.
If you need
Well,
any
maybe
more
you
money for
could,
it,
ask
come
the
to
king
me.
if he has one.
That's a good idea. Gregor turns and sort of tries to find the king in the crowd as they're all wandering back.
Should you need more money for it, come to me. I'll help you out. And Batan kneels the last time before Aniva's grave. Then turns around. Walks back to the keep, trying to not show how shaken he is by everything.
Yeah, Gregor, you're able to talk a horse out of the king.
Excellent. Well, as they get back to the keep, Gregor's already had his stuff downstairs, so he gathers up his things, does a final quick goodbye, and exits.
Yenben will be also looking at the whatever his name was.
Well,
The
I'm
cigar.
asking that everyone meet at the entry.
Yep, 1 sec.
Goran's basically not left your side since everyone walked back, so
Yenben will be leaving with will be packing his whatever he has stored in his tree, which is mostly a bit of coin and homebrew weapons.
Well, good luck in the future, and then.
Yeah, you too. Come visit me sometime.
You're leaving as well, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have.
As
There's people who want my help. They have.
as with Gregor, I also have a gift for you, and the Tyre hands him the last of the silver dragons. Again, I don't know if it will actually do anything. I have infused it with magic, and I've spoken a prayer to my god over it, but at least it should remind you of us.
Thank you.
And she goes to give Yemen a hug. First, stops for a second, remembering how Yemen smells, but then keeps going and gives him a.
I've been in a bath. Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, that
I
made
don't.
it less bad, but
I take the statue and I put it on top of my hat.
it looks
Now,
great.
thank you.
Good hunt to you.
Thank you. You as well. And then I fly out with a dinosaur. I'm guessing.
Probably, yeah.
I inspected those pteranodons really well. Those dire pteranodons.
So,
Well, as we are all in the big hall, the entrance hall, or whatever it's called. Well, as you all already know, I am Lucan, and apparently I'm supposed to be the leader now.
Well, you kinda are, yeah.
But yeah, we are the marshals of Shadowdale, and it seems that we have 4 new possible members, and I believe that it's wise of us to test their capabilities. I already spoke with Tassima and Gorin. Gorin is a warrior who wields blades and axes and hammers, and I will be doing the testing, while Tassima is more magically inclined. You might have met him already, but he says that he studied at the college with you.
not with
Yeah,
Batar,
names.
but I remember
You were
hearing
the
Batar.
one. You were the one that switched.
Yeah. Let's
switched
yeah,
him into a frog, right?
yeah, that one.
Good man. I
Yeah,
never liked that guy.
that caused a bit of issues.
I wanted to do the same, but Master Tamika said it wouldn't be the right way.
Well, done was done.
Then we have Aniva's sister. I have no idea what she's capable of.
Well, if it's anything like Aniva, we could use her help quite well. And
I
it
am
didn't
nothing like my sister.
What are your capabilities? Are you magically inclined or martially inclined?
I am a cleric of Daimora.
Oh, a cleric. Yeah, we don't have any of those. I guess I'm the closest. I'm a follower of Karellan.
Well, I don't know much about religion. I could judge the power of your attacks, but at the moment we don't really have any targets for those attacks, so that will have to wait. But
Gorin sort of groans and rolls his eyes and goes, "Let's get on with it already."
Yeah, and our
Well
last
said.
member, you talked about destroying the bridge. Can you tell us more?
Well, excuse myself. I didn't introduce me. My name is Pride Norek. I'm a Black Dragonborn, as you can see. I'm from the wilderness. I lived there my whole life. And yeah, you know, Black Dragons, acid. And it seems like even my stomach acid is more acidic than normal. So yeah, I vomited on the bridge and it burned a hole in it. I'm really sorry about that.
That is
Goran visibly
hilarious.
face palms.
Just like,
And because you vomited, it caused the fire and
You know,
destruction?
I asked this guy, what was he called? Victor? And he said something about a bump or something. And well, as my vomit caused a hole, I figured that he might drove into it. So his wagon has gone sideways and exploded. So if the hole wasn't there, it would never have happened.
So a black dragonborn vomits on a bridge, makes a hole, and then
Making
should
a
happen.
slightly
I've
strange person
always
with a
have had
cart
such luck.
Goran raises
loaded
his hand
with
for Lupin.
highly explosive things, drives over it, loses a wheel, and the whole thing goes boom.
that
Well, that's
I,
a great story.
I believe that is what happened.
If we keep uselessly
It
talking, I'm
sounds
gonna
like
hit
someone
someone.
didn't secure his card well enough.
Yeah.
If a simple bump could do that.
He did mutter something about that he didn't have enough money to buy new cart wheels, even though he should have.
So yeah. Do you want to know anything about my skills?
That would be useful, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're good at talking. You've proved that much.
Yeah, I'm casting dancing lights around Lucan.
Ah,
I'm wondering.
So you're wield magic.
Sort of,
dancing
yes.
lights is evocation?
The question
Really?
is, do you wield the same kind of magics as Rosalie and Jax, or the same kind of magics as Batar?
I
And-
don't know what magics they wield, but I'm more in line with nature spells, you would say. But I'm not a druid.
Well, then I assume that you should be working with Jax in order for us to realize your potential and your skills.
That sounds reasonable.
I raise my hand that I am I am probably more in the area of Batar expertise.
What did you say?
Could you repeat that with your
Yeah,
microphone
again,
near your
yep.
mouth?
Yeah.
What's a microphone?
I think that my magic is closer to Batar's area of expertise.
Well, if you studied at the college, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes.
I still don't know how you did that.
Oh, it was a polymorph spell. I
Oh,
have forgotten it, but I have some new fancier one for now.
I never got my head around that polymorph stuff.
It's quite fun, actually.
Yeah, I wanted
Goran
to
pulls
learn
his
it,
warhammer
but
from his side and slams it into the ground.
I cast
to make a huge bang and to get everyone's attention.
No.
seems like a friend dwarf is getting impatient.
Impatient's a good word.
Can I make the dwarf at Christmas tree with fairy fire?
You can, if you want to.
I was under the impression we were training, not talking about what we were going to train with.
Yeah, we have to organize it first, but I think we have organized everything we need. So
Let's get to it then.
I guess, yeah. Magic
Yeah,
users, I think we should go
Gorin
outside for
and
this.
Rosalie, I think you two should follow me and Damien. Jax would be talking with Pride, and Bata with Tassima.
That sounds great. Also, why is the fairy still here?
Because it's following someone.
I don't
Hey,
even.
listen!
Your friend.
Hey, listen!
No.
Look, over there!
Actually, Yenmin and Shigeru have already left.
See up.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering why the fairy is still here. So I was presuming it's with Shiguru.
Well, I believe
where
we
we're
should
going.
go outside.
Agreed.
Yeah, let's not break the.
Because
place.
I really don't want to clean up the floor if it becomes bloody.
And more cracked than it already is.
Oh yeah, we had a lot more cracks the other day.
That's actually pretty true.
So, Batar, if you don't mind me to show where we will be testing the skills.
Yeah. Come on. Need anything like
Fireball the tree.
No. No. Nothing but. Okay.
tree solely?
Let's not kill the tree.
Alright, what can you do?
Oh, well, I have. Is there? Can I see anything? Any like small rocks, like not like small, definitely, but like maybe around size of a dog, like a big dog, sized rocks. Can I see?
There's probably still some rubble around. I don't think we got everything out of the way.
Yeah, I'll be blasting those with Eldritch Blast. They also fly very nicely, 10 feet away, both. And
Impressive.
yes, let's see what other do. Well, then I recommend staying a bit away, as oh, that one's fun too, but how about this one?
Ooh.
That could be useful.
There's just this
Yeah.
amorphous cloud.
Of daggers.
Well,
Just
the
a
dagger is
cloud of
more
spinning dragons, spinning daggers.
Yes.
Right below the cloud of daggers.
And then there is a couple others. Unfortunately, my spellcasting is well, I prefer on quality rather than quantity. Let's just say. So I have here some other fun stuff. Would you prefer maybe a greater invisibility or a fly? Maybe I can also cast darkness. It would be very dark.
I know both greater invisibility and fly, and if you give me, well, we would find out soon enough if you couldn't actually cast those. I'd like to see that darkness.
Yes, I actually darkness is a thing that it doesn't actually require my own arcane powers. It's in my blood.
They
Let's just say.
sound like they're tasting fine wines. Oh yes, give me a bit of the darkness.
It is.
And I haven't filled up the spell yet, but it's just basically like a
Cloud of magical darkness, something.
yeah. It's a cloud of magical darkness.
That
Oh,
could
and
be
then-
useful.
Oh, and
I
then
put
there's-
it in cantrip since it's a racial.
Yeah, there's the I set up this differently because the entire warlock thing is that all of my spell slots are the same level, so it's I've categorized them differently for me.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's of course there's Crown of Madness, which makes a person to be, well,
Mad.
mostly under my control. Also, not in his brightest minds.
That's also useful.
Yes.
I've got, well, I can make them laugh uncontrollably,
That sounds
which
fun.
can turn a horrific zombie into quite an hilarious view.
I can also make them run away really fast.
Well, yeah.
They will fear me.
They seem to be quite skilled. Tell me, how accurate are you with those magical blasts that you did at first?
Decently.
What range can you hit a target?
I'm just going to say that if I want to, you won't. All the enemies. If I see someone on the very horizon, it might be that they never reach us.
Right. I'm not sure if I completely believe you on that, but
you
seem quite confident, so I guess should be good enough.
Well, my I noted that I am able to shoot my beams rather far away, and even after that I have trained a lot for the range, so they are multiple hundreds of feet.
That's impressive. Alright. From my point of view, at least from your combat abilities, I'd say there's nothing that speaks against you joining us.
That's great.
Of course, for the final decision, I have to talk to the other marshals, but
yes, obviously.
From this point, it's all good.
That's great.
So, shall we switch over to Lucan first, so that we switch around? Lucan is not awake, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're not listening.
Yeah, I'm listening.
No, you're not.
It's your turn.
Yeah, well, should I test Rosalie first, or should I test Gorin first? I'm looking at two.
If the elf wants to go first, let her.
Test, do not test. There is no question. I am joining you. That's awful.
Well, I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Okay, so she is going to...
You said you were a cleric, so I assume that you have magic. Maybe if you cast your strongest spell? Wow, that's quite impressive.
And then... See, that's not concentration, is it?
So Rosalie cast the Giant Guardian of Faith.
And then a spiritual weapon.
What form is the spiritual weapon?
Since I'm Timora, it's a spinning coin that acts like a shuriken.
That's nice.
Sweet.
Oh, that's quite impressive.
Turn into Two-Face.
Well,
Heads or
welcome to the
tails?
group. And now you, Mr. Gorin.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm pulling out my hammer.
I'm pulling out my hammer.
Backing up.
Well, I guess
I'm
we should
queuing
have
Mortal Kombat.
initiative.
Yeah.
So one of us is bloodied.
I'll go until you tell me to, until I can't fight anymore.
Well, don't kill each other.
Yeah, that's
Would
why
be
I
rather.
said so we're bloodied.
You hear Bale's voice.
Fuck
Oh,
off.
God.
Anyway,
Can I join in the initiative just in case someone tries to actually kill someone?
we're training. It would be incredibly dumb.
Yeah, we have a dwarf.
Make the blows count. I'm a healer.
Oh, believe me, I'm going to.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Why is everyone rolling initiative? We're not going to kill each other.
That's just
Well,
in
we're
case.
just taking care.
Lucan.
Yeah, well, I'll strike first.
24 versus AC. I assume that hits.
Probably.
Yes, that hits. The second doesn't.
So 17 damage. And I'll not be using Divine Smite this combat.
Yeah, that's a bit unfair. And
But
there's not really a reason to smite him.
Playing fair is a good way to get yourself killed.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an idea about how tough he is and how much damage he can deal.
Gorin.
As Lucan strikes him, Gorin sort of chuckles and goes, "That tickled," and hit him back twice. Oh, dang. Yeah, congratulations. I'm terrible.
Yeah, he just turns your warhammer with his maul.
No, actually, I just think that hits the armor without doing anything.
Well, I was
One-
trying to be nice about it. It's your turn.
Let's say one deflected with the maul, one just bouncing off the armor. Cling!
Both hit.
Oh my god, I really don't know my knock
really
out
gonna-
Gorin without taking any damage myself. I want
And
to
here
make
I
him
was
look
like, oh yeah,
competent.
he's so tanky, yeah. That is 29.
Well, at least I can see that you can take some damage.
First off, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my second wind.
Oh, nice.
I crit that, watch me miss all of my attacks.
What does that do?
Second wind is a fight thing, you can heal yourself.
It's a bonus action where he regains hit points once per short rest.
But my roll 20 is going really slowly, so it's taking me a while to navigate everything.
Can I cast a sneaky little fairy fire to help Goring at his job? A sneaky
He will deck you if you help him.
Oh,
He's a proud dwarf.
he can try.
Oh my god. Yeah, both of those hit.
I should use Great Weapon Master. That's 20. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use my action surge and take 2 more swings.
Oh.
I'll take both of them with Great Weapon Master because I want to see what I can do. This is as much a test for me as it is for Lucan.
Oh, you have a two-handed weapon?
I'm using it with one hand though.
Oh, okay.
So that is 29, and I get to hit you again.
Isn't that the
Christ.
bonus action to hit again?
Yeah, but I took an action surge, so I'm.
Yeah, he gets.
Oh, do I just get another action? Do I not get another bonus?
You don't
I
get
don't
another
know.
bonus.
Okay, so ignore the final hit then.
That's still a lot of
So, yeah.
damage.
You take 29. Oh wait, no, you take 39 because I Great Weapon Mastered them both, so you take 39.
I prestidigitation some better music in the air.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
that's
hits
my
me
turn.
and I stagger back. Whoa!
Well, that was an
That
impressive
was surprising.
attack.
Well, I think you have proven competent.
Competent.
You had a
That's
slow
what you call
start,
it.
but I must say that when you started becoming bloodied, you did kinda pull off something quite impressive.
I'm not very fast, but when I hit you, you'll know it.
Yeah, I definitely felt that.
So are we done then?
Yeah, I think you have proven yourself competent.
That's a shame. He puts his warhammer away and goes to shake your hand.
I'm sure we'll find enough enemies for you in time.
You'd better.
Probably more than we can show ourselves.
Oh my god, that was painful in one round.
Yeah, it's like,
Everything hit with everything activated.
that's like what half of your HP in one round. Jeez.
I'm
Believe
lucky I
me.
did Great Weapon Master on both of them, but the whole crit thing is really handy.
So I believe there's still one magic test open.
Yeah, I think Jax and Prit
Pride.
has Pride.
Yes. So, what do you guys want to see? I can do many things.
Give us a demonstration.
For the start, how about this one? And I grasp Jax without doing any real damage.
Huh. Can you get out of that, Jax, without turning into a spider?
16 strength DC? Probably not.
Well, try.
Roll, you can do it.
Just. It was a cute try.
Jax
Jax-
fumbles and flails.
I let
That's
him go.
quite good.
And after that, let me look.
That's not how I would normally try to get out of that.
Well, yeah,
I
but
figured that much.
that's
I
how
am-
normal people would do it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
When has Jax ever gone as normal people?
I'm casting Wall of Fire.
Oh, fire! I like
right
it.
here,
Right where?
the red line. No,
Oh, there. Fire! I like fire.
oh, and can somebody do the darkness thing again?
Unfortunately, no. I actually, yes, I can. By the way, I just realized. Yes, I can.
Would you mind?
Yes, sure. Just a second.
Hi.
I take out an orb, which I actually forgot to
Oh.
say. Every time I cast something, I take an orb out. There. You're welcome.
And you're
Holy
using
shit, that's a
Dispel
big
Magic.
wall of fire.
Ooh, that's quite impressive.
And the darkness vanishes the instant it appears.
Yeah.
And I can do a few things more.
That would have been useful against that skeleton.
Would you guys be interested in a snowball fight?
Snowballs?
Snowballs.
I like snowballs.
There's no snow around here.
That doesn't matter.
Huh?
If you throw a snowball at me, I'm punching you in the face. Just so you know.
I'm conjuring a snowball swarm.
I'm going to make a deck save to see if I tackle you.
I'm gonna make a dex save as well. Mostly because I'm pretty decent at those.
I assume a
Oh.
snowball just bashes me in the side of the face.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then you step on a snowball, and you do like that thing where your feet kick out. It's like whoop, 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 whoop.
Dodged it.
Why can't that be a charisma save? I'll be so good at those. Well, at least I still
Lucan,
keep my
what's your policy
dignity.
on attacking teammates?
Wait,
Please
have
no
to save.
attacking outside of spas.
That was
Wow.
an attack. That was a snowball.
He got it in my beard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, pick up some snow and throw it at him.
Or I can headbutt him.
How about no?
Or you could grab him and hold him down in the snow and then stuff it into his underpants.
And as they're talking, I'm nose tickles. Uh-oh. I shout, get out of the way, and sneeze in a straight line, acid breath.
Where?
Straight line. Richtung,
Richtung,
yeah. Sorry. Right in front of Goran. And I'm saying, oh, I'm sorry.
Achoo!
Immer diese
Can I hit
Deutschen.
him now?
Nah.
Fuck's sake.
It sometimes happens when I use too much magic in a row.
Yeah. Make sure you're in front of me next time that happens.
I don't think so.
You don't think... You're really not helping me like you, Dragonborn.
Make sure you don't sneeze on the dwarf.
How about I give you this bottle of beverage that I found in the cellar?
That'll help. Goran steps gingerly around the melted ground to drink the drink.
Constitution saving throw.
With advantage, because I'm a dwarf, and I've got advantage in shit against poison.
Yeah.
Because this is, let's be honest, this is poison.
It is. Alcohol is
Still got a high
poison.
DC.
I'm gonna presume it's Magmir's per you, so you know.
Yeah, it is. Huh.
Not bad.
Downs it, there's no noticeable change except he can't really open his eyes anymore. Although he's still
Savoring-
moving around
savoring.
like he can still see.
Impressive, Fred Dwarf.
Of course I'm fucking impressive. And where did the doors go?
What just happened?
He drank
What
a whole
was
bottle
in
of
that
Magnus.
flask?
He drank a whole bottle of Magnus last brew.
Who's Magmir?
Oh, he's
The
Oh.
irony. The irony.
Yeah. Well, he was one of our companions. And he brewed some
I'm sorry.
pretty. I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
I think he ran away.
Yeah.
But that
Let me
but
know
that
when my
brew,
sight recovers.
it wasn't typical.
Well, I don't think I would have acted differently in that situation.
As Jack says the word typical, you notice a green, almost cartoonish spider just dancing in the corner of the room.
What?
yeah. So
Well, anyways,
I'm gonna
we
presume.
fed the tiefling I think half a bottle or something, and he didn't wake up for the rest of the day.
That sounds dangerous.
Well, you're a dwarf.
No, he's a dragonborn.
No.
I still don't know who is playing who with the not new characters. It'll take a few weeks.
Just enough time to kill him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just getting used to them.
And again, and again.
So, are we done with the testing?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think from a combat point of view, you've all shown that you're pretty much worthy of fighting with us. Question is if we are worthy of fighting with you, but that's actually not a question because, well, we were here first. So,
Good logic there. Good job.
Yep.
And as Batar says that, I'm gonna cast a lightning bolt straight into the air. Yay! I've done it!
I make some fireworks as well. Just a second. As
Start
soon as I
hearing
find-
warning bells coming from the town. They think the bridge is on fire again.
Now
Gorin
it
face palms heavily and
will,
shakes his
now
head.
it will be even more on fire. Except that I rolled really bad. How did I roll that bad?
Okay, you can stop the fireworks now.
So I believe before we got completely derailed by the death and the miracle at Shadow Ridge stuff, you guys were planning on heading up to the City of Shade, crossing the river north of Boonlar. No, never cross the streams, goddammit.
Sorry. I sometimes can't stop myself. Yeah, that was pretty much the plan.
Now it's pretty late in this session, so I'm kind of hesitant to start that journey
Yeah.
right now.
We'll all need a good night's rest. after
So
the
yeah,
people
I think we're gonna end the session at the
burnt
freeze
everything.
frame of the lightning in the sky, and then like suddenly the town's like, "Oh no, there's a fire," and everybody turns to the camera and is like, "Oh no."